Hello everyone, welcome back to MT Tech. In today's video, I demonstrate how to configure the Google Workspace. As many of you requested a video on setting up a free mail server, and I completely understand why. Building your own mail server is an excellent way to learn how email works: SMTP, IMAP, SPF, DKIM, DMARCs, DNS, and security. But I also want to be honest about what you'll find in today's workplaces. If you're preparing for a job in IT, the first question shouldn't be, can I build it? It should be, what do companies actually use? Think about it from a business owner's perspective. Running a mail server means buying or renting servers, configuring DNS, managing backups, monitoring uptime, filtering spam, or renewing certificates or applying security patches and responding to the outages. All of that required time and expertise. Today, cloud platforms like Google Workspace and Microsoft 365 provide email, calendars, contact storages, and many more in high availability, all for a predictable monthly subscription. For many businesses, that's simply a better business decision than maintaining their own email infrastructure. That doesn't mean self hosted mail servers are useless. They still exist in some hosting companies, universities, research labs, and organizations with special requirements. But they are no longer the default choice for most businesses. My goal with this channel isn't just to teach technology, it's to teach the technologies you will most likely encounter in the real world. That's why I'm starting with Google Workspace. Once you understand how modern enterprise email is managed, you will also understand where self-hosted solutions fit and why some organizations still choose them. So let's begin configuring the Google Workspace. So let me open my web browser and google.com. So here, Google Workspace. Then I choose Google Workspace. So as I already purchased a domain under the name of milot.live, so purchasing a domain is just like a piece of cake. Let's configure the Google Workspace first. So before configuration, there are some options that you encounter for the first time when you open the Google Workspace as a website. So here we have the pricing, and according to your requirement, you can choose from here package. For example, here is 30 GB full storage per person, and here we have got 2 TB or 2 terabyte storage, and here we have 5 terabytes. So it's up to you what type of package your organization needs. You can choose that package, and you can purchase that package, and you can configure your Google Workspace. So for now, I'm going to choose try Google Workspace for free, the trial version. So let me create a new account here, and I want to write my business name here, as my channel name is MT Tech. MT Tech, so I name it here. Then I want to choose the number of employees, including you. So for now, I want to select the second option, 2 to 9. In the region, okay, I'm go with it. It's Germany, so it's okay. In here, I will name my Google account admin, which is Milot Tech. In here, I will enter my email address, worldtrail 610 gmail.com. So everything is perfect. Then I will click next. In here, it will ask you get a new custom domain or set up your existing domain. So as I purchased a domain already, so I will choose the second option, then continue with this method. Then here I will enter my domain, that's milad.life, then next. So use this domain to set up the account. Yes, I want this domain. So I will go with the next. So here it asks you to create a username in order to access the Google Workspace account. So I will um, name it as admin. And here I will enter my password. Uh, and here I will confirm my password. And I would like to receive features announcement, tips, or offers. It's up to you. So you can select it or then agree and continue. So let's wait for a couple of seconds to get everything done. So here is the plan. Try Google Workspace for 14 days free. Then after that, if you select to pay 16 euros, 16.20 euros per month, you will pay it. Otherwise, if you don't need it, you can cancel your subscription. So I will choose start trial. So for the standard, we have got 2 terabytes storage. And here you can have a secure custom business email, and you have the opportunity of using Gemini in Notebook LM, and you have the chat, you have the calendar, you have everything. So if you have a promo code, you can enter it here, otherwise no. And I will say with 1 year commitment, so I don't want to choose this one. And if you want to compare the plans, you can select from here and you can compare with the other plans that we have already seen. So I will start with the standard and I will choose start a trial. So here it asks the contact information, and I will enter the contact information right here. So it's my MT Tech organization name. In here, I will enter my address, and here I will enter the apartment and the postal code, then the city, then save. So the tax information is optional, and the payment method I will select either credit card or debit card or either bank account. So I will enter my bank account, then look for a deposit in 2 to 3 days. Sign in to your bank account ending in 3. You will see a deposit of less than 0.25 labeled. Got it. Then I will choose the checkout, and I will check my bank account here, then proceed to verification. I submit. So verify your payment information. Got it. Let's wait. If everything is okay, then We will notify you by email as soon as we process your information. Please do not sign up with a different Google account because it can affect the process. Got it? Oh, verification in progress. Guys, after completing the address and assigning my bank account and everything, we are right on this page in order to verify our uh, domain name here. So let's set up my domain name since you have already known that I have already purchased a domain. So this is my domain and let me authorize my domain to get connected with the Google Workspace. So I'll sign with the GoDaddy and I'll give my password here, then sign in. So here it comes the authorization. Click connect to authorize Google to enable the service. Domain verification, Gmail setup for Milad.live. So I authorize it from GoDaddy. Now the authorization has been completed. So here this page says that start using Gmail with your domain. So I will continue next and I will choose my admin at milad.live, then proceed with the activation. And once again, it asks for my DNS. So once again, I will sign in to GoDaddy. This will verify my DNS setting. So Gmail is activated. So here everything is set. So let's open our admin console. And I want to enter the password of my admin console. So this is my admin console. For now, let's add a logo. And this is the default logo. And if you want to add a logo, all you have to do upload the logo. So I want to upload the logo of the empty tag. And so this logo on all users created classic sites and save. So the logo has been updated. So guys, after completing the necessary information regarding the registration of the Google Workspace, including the DNS records, we are right on this page. So the first thing that we can do in this page, we can add a profile picture right from here, and you can just click here. This is the admin uh, email address. In here, I can select this picture, the logo of the company. So here it's assigned right here. So if you go back to the home, and if we check the picture, if it's applied, all you have to do come to the users, and here you can see that the picture of the admin email address has been changed. The second thing that we can do right here is let's open the slider here. So we have create a booking page. So from here you can create a booking page, such as we can enter here the appointment time with the admin of the company. So this is the timing. You can delete the timing as well, and you can select almost 3 days a week. And here from 9 a.m. up to 10 a.m. And here we can choose from 1 p.m. up to 4 p.m. So this can be done right here and next. And here you can give a description as well, like uh, meeting the customers who purchases in bulk. So just save. And here we created an appointment. And if you want to check the preview the appointment, all you have to do click, and here you will see the entire information. So this is the date. And the second thing that we can do right here in admin console, schedule event meeting, is just the same like creating a booking page. So here you can create an event, and here we have another slide, build stronger relationship through face-to-face video conversations. You can start the meeting from here as well. All you have to do, new meeting, create start and stand meeting, or schedule in Google Calendar. For example, let's create a stand meeting. So it's right here, use the camera, and that's it. You can meet the customers or any member of the team. So we will start from the dashboard. If you come to the dashboard, so before coming to the dashboard, let me tell you one more thing, that we can add users from here as well. We can manage the users from here, such as add a user, set up a shared inbox, or reset the password. And here is the billing information, where you can control your bills and your transactions. And here we can create groups. So we can do it from here as well, and we can do it from the directory as well. So before the directory, we have the dashboard. In dashboard, you can see that this is the main email. Through this email, we configured and processed the uh, Google Workspace. So let's come to the directory, and the first thing that we do, we add a user. So you'll click user. For now, we have only the admin user, where we can reset the password, rename the user, and more options here. So let's add a new user. So you'll come here and add a new user. The name of the user is, our first company employee is John, and last name is as well John. And if he has a secondary email, like a personal email, you can enter it right here. For example, um, it is john at gmail.com, and you can add more users here. The second user is Bob. So if he has a secondary email, you can write it here. The third user is uh, Christina Thompson. So if she has a secondary email, you can write it here, such as Christina at uh, yahoo.com, and continue. So as you can see, each user has a password which is not visible here in Bob as well. and they have their personal emails as well. You can send this page for each user to their personal emails. If you don't want, you can just print it right here. This is how for John is, this is his email address and this is the password that he can use it for the first time in order to access his Google account. Uh, this is for Bob and this is for Christina. So you can view the password here as well. So I will select one of the users or I can print them. Let me print them. So I'll print it right in my documents. Uh, Employee list, save, and I will dismiss it. Here we created our three users, so let's access John email. So I'll open my Firefox, then gmail.com. So I'll enter John at live and let me enter his password. So I have saved in a different file. This is his, yeah, right here. This is his password. So let me enter his password. The first time John enters his password, he will get another page to change his password. So let me see everything is perfect. Next. So here I understand. And here is the page to change his password. So he'll enter his password here, his personal password, and next. And not now. So this is how he accesses email address. Just let's wait for a couple of seconds. So here is the email address for John. And we turn on smart features in Workspace. So just reload. So it's done. So there is his picture where he can add his own picture. So as you can see that your profile picture is managed by your organization. So we didn't give permission as admin to John to change his profile picture. So we can change his profile picture as well from here, from the admin console. Just as the same like the admin. For example, I will choose this picture and let me check the changing. So we'll go back to the user. Date it. So let's check the user. So here you can see the profile picture has been changed and you can change the uh, profile picture of Christina Thompson. Uh, like this. So this is how to create a user. If you want to delete a user, so all you have to do, just select, for example, Bob, more options, then delete selected user. So here, offboard user, this account and related data will be deleted. Or if you want to change name or email, you can change it right from here. Instead of Bob, you can enter another name. But here, for now, we want to delete Bob's email and delete. I understand that all untransferred data will be deleted. I agree and deleted user. So the user has been removed. Let's refresh. So here you can see that Bob has been removed. If Christina went for a long trip or just for maternity leave, so we can suspend Christina as well. So this is how we suspend Christina. And right on the left side here, you can see that we can reset her password. We can update the user instead of Christina. For example, Christina has double A at the end of her name. So we can update her information or we can reset the password. We can add alternate emails, and our main point was on suspension. So here we can suspend Christina for a couple of months. So if you go back to the user, here you can see that Christina has been suspended. And here is her status. As you can see, suspended by admin. And if you want to have Christina back after the maternity leave or after a long trip, so all we have to do, reactivate. So this is how her account will be reactivated back. Let's wait. So here her account is reactivated. And if Christina, let's log in with Christina's credentials. Let's add another account here. Christina at elot.live. So let's enter her password. This is the password for Christina. So let's let's log in with Christina's credentials. Understand. And Christina can enter her password right here. So, and you can see her profile picture as well. So let's go back to the admin console. And for now, we just created the users. If you want to download the information of the users, all you have to do just press download and currently selected columns. So show all columns or all users. So let's do the current selected column. So the information has been downloaded. So let's see. This is for Christina, John, and Mila. So here the last option, manage custom attributes. So you can manage the custom attributes as well, such as the email address, add custom attributes. You can add custom attributes from here as well, such as we can add the reference and employee reference and the name reference and type is text and visibility visible to user in admin and single value. Add. As you can see here, the reference has been added here. So if you want to transfer tool for unmanaged users, you can do it right here. For example, manage conflicting accounts. So if you have two accounts which are conflicting to each other, such as they are both the same names, you can manage it right from here. And you can update the unmanaged users from here, or you can download all the unmanaged users right from here, or you can fix them in your Excel sheet spreadsheet, and you can attach the CSV file back to here in order to get the correction. And here we have allow users to edit file. For now, the users are able to only name the pronunciation, and if you wish to allow them to edit their names, you can do it right from here. And for example, allow users to change their profile picture. For now, if you could see, if Christina wishes to change her profile picture, she is not allowed to change the picture. As you can see here, she is not allowed to change the picture. So let's give permission to this user and save. So let's go back to the users. So let's check now if Christina is able to change her profile picture. Now you can see that she is able to change the picture of her profile. For example, she wants to change her picture instead of empty take another picture. So here her profile picture has been changed. And just refresh. So there you go. So if you give permission to allow users to edit their main work location, they can do. And if you want to undo it, so they are not able to change their work location. So this is up to a system administrator how to apply each policy to the employees. So this was about the users, how to create a user and how to delete a user. So let me see if any options are left here. Allow users to edit profile. So this is what I told you. Recently deleted users. You can check the deleted users as well here. If you want to recover one of the users, all you have to do just select the user and recover and continue. So select an organizational unit for moving Roman. No, I want to bring it right in empty tech. So let's go back to the users. In here, the user should be recovered. So here you can see Roman Khan is recovered. And if you want to delete this user once again, all you have to do is select it and delete selected user. Continue to delete, just delete it. I understand. Okay, it's done. And just refresh it. The user is gone. So it takes a couple of seconds till the changing effects. So here Roman is gone. So this was about how to create users. So let's begin with organizational unit. Just the same like the Windows server that whenever we create users, we have to create for the users an organizational unit. So let's go to the organizational unit. And for now, we have only one organizational unit, which is the default one, workspace guest. We can create a new organizational unit right from here. And let's name it as finance department. And the description is as well finance and create. So here you can see a finance department has been created. This is the organizational unit. So let's create another organizational unit, human resource department. And the description is simple HR and create. And we can create another one as well. Admin. And the parent is empty tech. So let's select this time the empty tech once again. It's okay. And I will show you another thing right after creating the human resource department. So let's create a child, for example, account, or let's name it payroll. And let's bring it the child of the account department or finance department. Continue and create. Now you can see if we open the finance department, we can see the payroll under the finance department. and you can move it right from here as well. For example, this time it was under the finance department, but we want to make it as a child of the administration department. So move. Now we can see that the payroll is the child of the administration department. So let's move it back to the finance department. Move. Now it's again the child of the finance department. So the organizational unit has been created, three. So let's create groups. So let's create the group for the payroll group, and the group email is payroll at milo.live, and let's add a description group of employees who controls the payroll book. So who is the group owner? Let's add a group owner, search for a user, think that Bob or John is the owner of this group. So to easily identify and manage groups, you apply policies to such an access controls. For now, I will leave it like that. Whenever we start the security, then we can manage it. So just create group and done. So here we created a group. If any of the employees wishes to have enough information about their salary, they can email the payroll department under the email payroll at milad.live. Then the payroll department will get the email and will respond under a fixed time frame. So let's create another group as well. This time, this group will be the recruitment recruitment group. So the email will be recruitment at milad.live, and the group description panel is responsible to hire the employees in the company. So let's select a group owner, which is Christina Thompson, and Christina has well other employees in her department or in her office to process the recruitment, but the owner of the group is Christina. Let's next, then create group. Done. So guys, let's create the third group. Just right here. This time I will name my group as security, and I write here security as well. So this will be the email of the security department, security group, security.milo.live, and a short description. Uh, the group for the security. Okay, then let's select group owner right from here. So the group owner will be, let's check if there is a person. Let's check William. So William will be the group owner of the security. And here, to easily identify and manage groups, you apply policies to such an access control. And let's control this one as well. So this is the access type. So for the public, the first one is for the public. So who can contact group owners? Group owners is responsible to contact, and the group managers will have the capability to contact the group, and the group members will have all the possibilities except who can manage members, add, invite, approve. And here we have the entire organization. They have the full accessibility, tell who can view the members, and here for the external, they can only contact the group. So here we have for the team, anyone in the organization can post to the group. So this is all the security uh, requirements that you can read, and you can add and apply the security according to your requirements. So here we have the restrictions, who can contact group owners. You can uncheck as well. For example, group members could not or are not permitted to contact the group owners. Just uncheck and here create group. Or the group members are uh, responsible and have the authority to contact the group owners. So just check, then the group members could have the ability to contact the group owners. So once you have applied according to your expectation, all you have to do, just create group. Then the group is created. Done. So for now we have here 3 groups. And if you want to add members, you can add members from here as well. And you can manage the members from here. For example, for now we have 1 member who is the owner of the payroll department, a payroll group. And if you want to add some more members, all you have to do just add members. So let me add another console as well. admin.google.com. So let's browse the users, and just let's extract it from here, and let's have both pages beside each other. So for example, for the payroll, I want to add some members. You can add the members from here as well. For example, you want to add Daniel. So all you have to do, just right here, Daniel. The Daniel will be found and add to the group. You can exactly add the members from here as well. And you can add the members from the users as well. For example, you want Daniel and Elena both to be the member of the payroll departments. For example, you will search from here the payroll and add. Now Daniel and Elena are the member of the payrolls. If you want to check for the confirmation, come to the groups and check your payroll. So here you can see you have 3 members, right? And you can edit the settings from here as well. As I have already shown you, you can do it from here as well. You can just click the pen and you can do it according to your expectation, who can contact from the public, who can contact from the team, and announcement only. So if you want to change any settings, all you have to do, come to the custom, and according to your expectation you can change all the settings. Who can join the group? For now, anyone in the organization can join the group, but if you want to have a special restriction, anyone in organization can ask. First they have to ask the group owner, then if the group owner accepts their request, then the member will be added to the group. uh, so this was about the group, and you can add other members as well here. For example, here we have only one member who is the owner, and you can add more members. So here we have more options. If you want to delete a group, all you have to do just come to the group and select it, and you can right from here delete a group, delete group, then delete group. The group is gone. So if you want to inspect groups, for now we have three members here and one member here. Let's add some more members from here as well. But from here, it's a little bit tricky to know all the employees' name. All you have to do, you can just extract it from here, from another browser. For example, we have Daniel, and these two employees have already been added to the first payroll group, and we can add James. So just add members and write here James. James is found, then add to the group. So here you can see now we have two members. And if you want to inspect groups, all you have to do just click inspect group. For the inspection, if you want to check the membership, all you have to do search for a user or a group. For example, payroll is member of search for a group is a member of payroll. Search for a user, sorry, for example, for the user who was assigned for this group was Elena. So just check. So here it will tell you um, recognition. It will recognize Elena, that Elena is a member of a payroll. And this is the email. And you can have multiple searches here. For example, this one was search one, and you can have search two as well. List all groups for members. Search for a user. For example, I want to select James, and if he is external excluded external groups or included external groups, you can search as well. List all groups. James is not excluded because James is a member of the recruitment. So this was about the inspection. And the user, as I've already told you. And now, so now let me show you how to add a user into the Outlook. So just let me open my Outlook. For example, I want to add my admin account here. Admin. So I want to add my admin at milad.live. So just continue. And let's continue it. Just give acceptance right here and continue. So just open it. And here to add your Gmail account, sign in again. Advanced setup. Let's add it again. So what's the problem? Let's select all and continue. So just open and let's see, the email should be added. So here the account has been added right here. And if you want to add another account, for example, this is for my admin. And if you want to add another account, for example, in a user's computer, so just manage and let's remove the Outlook account, remove from this device or all devices. Okay. So the user has been removed. So let's add another account. For example, let me check. I want to add this time one of my another users. Let's add Christina at Mila.live, or uh, let's reset the password of Daniel first. So just here I resetted the password of Daniel. Done. It not now. So let's add Daniel right here. Daniel at Mila.live. So just continue and continue. And let me give the email address of Daniel. So here, that's his email. And I just gave the password of Daniel. So I understand. Here, next. Still, it's not enough. This time I'll give a big password, very lengthy one. But this time it should be accepted. So just continue and select all the requirements. Continue and let's wait. And here the Daniel has been added to the Outlook. These are the applications which could be opened only through the Office 365 subscriptions, but at least we could use the Outlook. And if Daniel wishes to write an email to the admin, just new from here, and we'll write admin email admin at milad.live, and here you write the subject info about the new productions and hello, let me know about the new productions. Sincerely, Daniel. So send it, and let's go back to our admin email center. So here is the email from Daniel. This was how to add an email address to the Outlook. So let's go back to our admin console. So let's come to the target audience. So what is the target audience? We use target audience to control data sharing and prevent accidental oversharing. It means that instead of giving your entire organization access to file and users, can quickly share documents with a specific user or with a specific group. So for now, we have a targeted audience which has 9 members. So let's create another target audience. So let's name it as marketing or let's name it as payroll. This is the payroll target audiences. Just create it. So once you create it, you can add members from here. For example, let's add a member. Let's add the payroll group. Add. So, so here the member group has been added. And let's attach this to a specific service. So we'll come here and let's attach this to the drives and docs of the users. For example, a specific user or a group, you'll select right from here. For example, the payroll, and you'll come right here, which says targeted audience. For now, it's the primary. And let's add for this group the targeted audience we made. Just select payroll and move the payroll right above the empty tick. Then save. So here a targeted audience has been created and it will be shared to the groups. So just it's saved. And here you can see that the payroll is the primary targeted audience for the payroll group. So now let's check our targeted audience right here. So the payroll is created for this group, for the payroll group. And if you want to delete it, just first remove the members from here. Remove members. Then you can delete the targeted audience. So let's delete the targeted audience from here. Delete. So for now, it says that the policy is still there. Let's remove the policy first. Just right from here, drives and dogs. And for now, as you can see, there is no targeted audience policy because we didn't select here the group. So let's select the group. When you select the group, then you can see for the payroll, we have the Google Service Policy as a default. So let's remove it from here. Now empty tag is the primary. Save. Now it's saved. So let's go back to the targeted audiences. So let's delete the payroll. Boom. The payroll has been deleted. So let's refresh. There is no payroll. So this was about the targeted audience. Let's come to the buildings. We use buildings and resources in Google Workspace to manage shared physical assets like meeting rooms, equipments, and company vehicles in order to give a better picture for the employees to understand the capacity of the resources which the company has. Let me give you a clear example, such as a company is located in a building which has 10 floors. In first floor, always the meetings take place. So the employee, if an employee of the company from the marketing department has planned to attend a meeting with 10 businessmen inside of the room, so should understand the capacity of uh, the room, if it has enough seats for 10 or 20 people who are joining the meeting, or if a company has got 5 6 cars and an employee wishes to go somewhere and use the car for the business meeting or for the business issues, so should understand that the car which is taken by him is available in the parking lot. So that's why we use buildings and resources. So let's create a resource. For now, if we take a better overview of the buildings and resources, so there is nothing, just both options are open. For example, the resource management is open and the room inside dashboard is as well open. So let's open first the resource. So for now, I want to add first the building, then after that, add the resources. So let's add the building. So this is, for example, our company, Empty Tech. So the description for the Empty Tech is only development and integration of advanced uh, network tools. So it has got 10 floors. And let's determine the address as well. For example, the address is in somewhere in United States, like the uh, let's select Salt Lake, North Salt Lake Street, and let's give the street number as well, 3, for example. And the city is Salt Lake City, and the state is Utah. 84994, and add the building. So the building has been added. So let's add the resources. You can add the resource from here as well, and right from the directory as well, right here, manage resources. So now we have the building, but we have to determine as well the resources inside the building that we have them available for the employees. So let's add new resources. So here we have already determined that this is the building and it has got floors, and which floor section, for example, floor 2. And what do we have there? This is a big meeting room, and it has the capacity of 30 people, and that's it. And if you want to explain the features as well, so you can explain the feature, but for the purpose of this example, the feature is not important, so just we add the resource. So here the resource has been added. We can add another resource as well. So in floor, so 10 floors in floor 1, we have our parking lot. In the parking lot, we have 2 cars. And let's change here as well the other things. We will select the vehicle, and here you can uh, add the cars. So add resource. There it is. In parking lot, we have cars and floor 10. And okay, so here you will see the capacity, and here you will see the floor. It has got 10 floors. Floor section 1, cars, capacity 2. So user visibility description, uh, the cars, which are available for the employee use and save. And let's check the parking lot here and the resources. So this was about determining the resources inside the building. And now let's use it in empty tech building, the resources. So I'll come to uh, here to a user's computer. His name is Max, and he wants to have a meeting with the employees. So he will open his calendar, and as today is 18th, and for 20th at 11 o'clock, he wants to have a meeting with 2 or 3 employees. So he will definitely add the meeting title, the bills of quantity, and he will add guests. He adds Elena at milad.life and Christina at milad.life. So these 2 employees, and he can add as well other guests. For example, modify event and copy conference information, and let's add the room. So we will choose meeting room, and we will add the location as well. And that's it. Done. Save. And here it will ask you, would you like to send invitation emails to the Google Calendars guests? Yes. Send. Invite all guests. So here. Now we have added 2 employees. Let's open the employee's email. So here she got an email as well, a request. So here preparation of the bills of quantity, Sunday, July 19th. And the meeting will take place tomorrow, 11 o'clock a.m. till 12 o'clock p.m. And the organizer is this employee. And on your Google Calendar, if you want to add, so here on your calendar, you can say yes or no or maybe and ask for the directions. So I'll definitely say yes. And if you want to propose a new time, you can do it right from here. And here is join with Google Meet. So this is the app that she will be able to contact Max and Elena. So everything looks perfect. So done. So Christina got the uh, meetings email, and she didn't take the meetings email. So let's figure out what's the problem. Let's go back to Max. And here as well, delivery status filler email came to his inbox. So let's check the uh, settings of the meeting. So it was this one. And let's edit the event. So for now, everything is perfect. But as you can see here, we didn't give the E letter. That's why there was a delivery status notification. So let's fix this. Remove it. Let's add it once again. Live. So perfect. So let's add another person as well, John. And everything is okay now. So you can add a note guest. Please come a little bit early so that we could plan everything perfectly. So additional guest, if you want to add, you can add it right from here, otherwise done. So here you can add someone else as well, like anyone. bbb@gmail.com, for example. So the email will go to this email address as well, as we don't want it to uh, that the outsiders or the third party should attend the meeting. So just I want to remove it right from here. And suggest a time, you can suggest a time as well from here. Everyone is available Monday, July 20th, and the room has been already determined and no room allocated. We have allocated almost four persons in this room. So everything seems perfect and safe. And send email once again. Now this time let's check her email address, which is right here. And let's refresh it. So just it takes a couple of seconds. So here is an email from Max, which says preparation of the bills of quantity. And the meeting is tomorrow, 11:12. And no other events on this day. So you could check your calendar if you have anything else on this date. And if you want to say yes, no, or maybe, and if you want to ask for the directions, you can directly check here the address. And yeah, then you will say yes. And she will join the meeting. So once the day comes, then she will press this button and she could be able to attend the meeting. So there it says it's scheduled for this date. And as you can see here, July 19th, 11, this is not for this date. So that's okay. So this was about the using resources and building. So let's go back to the calendar and so this is the calendar resources and here is the manage and room insight if you want to check the room inside. You can check as well as it's for the enterprise package, so that's why it doesn't give enough information. So here, as you can see, upgrade to Google Workspace for enterprise to use room release. So there is a room setting, and it's as well for the enterprise to use these features, but I tried my best to use some resources. So let's go to the directory setting. So here is the directory settings. So sharing settings decide how users can share contacts both within your organization and externally. So here now it's off. Enable contact sharing. You can enable it and show all email addresses. Choose which user email address should be visible to other users. Show all email addresses. So So before turning it on, let's go to the users. For example, this is Mac's profile. So if you check the contact of Max, so here is the contact. So here you don't find any directories. So let's turn on the sharing right here. So it's already enabled. And show all email addresses, show only secondary and alias email addresses of users, show only primary email address. So just save it. Now let's go back to Max Contacts and let's open Contacts. So here you can see an extra option right here, which is directory. So here you can see all the email addresses from the employees. So when you click right here, you will have the full information, email address. Here you can email her, and here you can schedule and even chat with her. For example, you can chat right here. Hello. So it's turned on. Hello. Can you come to the office, please? So this was the contact for her. So here is the directory. Just we can have write it from here. We can have it right from here. There we can email her. For example, uh, write the subject, lunch break. Can we lunch outside? Send. And she must be receiving the email. This is Christina. So let's open her email address. So here, lunch break. Can we lunch outside? And you can have lots of information right from the directory. For example, Daniel, Max himself, and Mila Tech. And here is as well another email, world class. So it was about the directory settings. So let's see other options. So This is for the external directory sharing. And always try to choose the first option, authenticated user basic profile fields, which is safe. So there is as well the profile editing. The users can change the name pronunciation, allow users to edit their name's pronunciation, profile picture. For example, for now, if we uncheck this, the user won't be able to change the profile picture. For example, G. So let's try to change her profile picture. As you can see, everything is grayed out. So let's turn it on and save. And let's try this time. It shows right here. So just let's try this time. Let's refresh it once. And now let's try if she could be able to change the picture. So here she can change her picture, but before it was not possible. So let's choose this picture, for example, next, and save as profile picture. And let's refresh it. So here is her profile picture. And and here is the visibility. Decide who is visible to an organizational unit. You can decide the visibility of the users. So here all users in this organizational unit can see everyone with shared contact information. And you can choose no users as well, but the best option is this one. So everyone could see each other and email each other. And here is the workspace resource type visibility. So Google Groups, all users to see Google Groups, domain shared contacts, so everything is visible right here. So this was about directory setting, and this is about external directories. So here you can synchronize with your Active Directory, for example. So here with the Azure Active Directory, you can join it with your own Active Directory as well, right from here and synchronize it. And these are the devices, for example, from Chromebook, if an employee with a username and email address use a Chromebook, so it's for that. And especially Chrome browser, you will give permission who can use the Chrome browser. And here is the mobile and endpoints, and here the networks. Even you can add your own network as well, as I added my network here. So here are the apps that every employee is able to use it. So the first one is Google Workspace, service status. So here, as you can see, all the apps are available for everyone. For example, here the app sheet on for everyone, in all the applications are on for everyone. And for example, if you don't want an employee to use the Google Chat, all you have to do just right click here and from here turn it off. So for example, Google Chat, let's choose an employee, for example, Max, and Max could use Google Chat, which is right here. So let's turn off Google Chat for now, off, and save. So now go back to the chat, to one of the employees. So here, as you can see, the chat is not available. Even you cannot access your chat from here. So here the chat has been removed from the list. And let's turn it on, save. Now the chat will be available once it's activated. Let's try once again. So let's see if everything is okay right here. So the chat is right here. It's available. It should be available here as well. Yeah, here the chat is once again available here so that the employees could chat with each other. And let's see the overview once again and the service status. And you can add services from here as well. So if you want to upgrade your plan, you can upgrade it right from here. But for now, the apps which are available for the following package are these. Even you can check finance department and you want to turn off for a special organizational unit the apps. For example, for the security, we don't want them to use the cloud search or Google Chat. So just all you have to do, turn it off and on from here. For example, let's check the security and let's say that we don't want them to use the calendar and just turn it off. So here the users for the security department won't be able to use the calendar, and even you can turn it off from here as well, or turn it on. So So here, guys, here is the moderation. Moderation is used to review and take action on quarantine Gmail messages. So we will apply it on messages later on when you reach to the Gmail section. The next one is the app sheet. So here it's used for the security and core license. So here we have the calendar. First option is the sharing settings. So the first setting is outside empty text, set user availability for primary calendars. If you want to have the calendar shared with the other parties, whether insider or outsider, the all settings will be done from here. For example, only free business information, hide event details, or share all information, but outsiders cannot change the calendar. So for example, we'll choose this second option, then save. And here we have the internal sharing. Even you cannot share your calendar if you don't want to, just not share. And the calendar from one user to another user won't be shared. And the second option, only free busy information, as inside the company, the calendar should be shared, that every user from the company should understand the event from each other. So the third one is video conference, as when an event occurs. So if they want to communicate each other through the video conferencing, so these two options should be enabled. In external invitation, warn users when inviting guests outside of the domain empty tick. If a user starts to invite someone inside the company, so a warning should be given to the user that the event is for the inside of the company, but if he wants to invite someone else from the external portion, then should be warned. And here is the working hours. So for now it's unset. We have to set it to allow in order to facilitate the users to set their working hours. So let's go back to the setting for the calendar. And the second option is depending to the resource, as we have already discussed about it. And here we have the room inside dashboard. It's also related to the resources and buildings. And here we have the general settings. So for the general settings here, we have outside empty text set user ability for secondary calendars. By default, secondary calendars are not shared outside of empty text. If you want to share your secondary calendars as you make an extra calendar, then you can control the sharing right from here. And here, internal sharing, if you want to have secondary calendars, but you want to share the all information inside of the company, except the calendar that we use as always, like this. Let's open the calendar. And if you want to create another calendar, it's right here, other calendars, and you can create a new calendar from here as a secondary calendar. So right from here, and the owner will be max at mila.life, and you can create it just right here. For example, we can write it second. Okay, this is the secondary secondary calendar, and you will choose the time zone right from here and create calendar, or we can choose another time zone, for example United States, since we have a branch as well in high in United States, so we will choose the timing from United States and create calendar. So the calendar has been created. Let's go back. So the calendar is right here, and you can change the settings and sharing right from here according to your expectation. Even you can export the calendar from here and share it with, so now the owner is Max, and you can share this with the other users as well, for example with this lady and with Christina, and just you can give them permission to see all the events or make changes to the events. So just for now, see all events and just send. And here you can give access permissions for events, for example make available for empty tag only, or you can make available to the public as well. So this was the warning that I have already shown you. So then you can get the shareable link from here, and you can send it to your users. You can send it to the outsider, sorry. And here we have the event labels. So these are all the settings for the calendar, for the second calendar. So let's check if one of the receivers got the calendar. As you can see, that this lady has got an email. Okay, not yet. Now, so here, accept your invitation. So here, Max shared the calendar. So here, Max shared a calendar. If she wants to accept it, she will join the shared calendar right from here. So let's join the shared calendar. And here it is the calendar which was shared by Max. Okay, I work from home, for example. Done, got it. So here the second calendar, as you can see, which is created by Max. So here someone else has been shared as well. And let's check. So here join the calendar, and Christina has received as well. So that was this lady, and now Christina. Yeah, here is the shared calendar. So if she wants to join it, she can join it right from here. And so here is the general setting, as we have already discussed, and events and secondary calendar management. So here, event cancellation, you can cancel an event. For example, before suspending former users, you can cancel their events. If a user has been suspended, you can just write his name, for example, Max, and And just cancel events, yes. And all the events of Max will be cancelled. So the same like this, we can transfer the events just from which user to which user should be transferred. For example, from Christina Thompson, release resources and transfer events to Max. Then transfer events, yes, all resources from the account of Christina will be transferred to the account of Max. Then done and done. Events of deleted users. If a user has been deleted or suspended from the directory, the events will be silently cancelled in future events. So then the events won't be accessible through other users if a user has been deleted. So here we have secondary calendar from user to user, we can transfer it. So this is all about the transferring of the events. So it's done. And here is the cloud search. It's on. Everyone has the accessibility to search something in cloud. So here we have drives and docs. So for now it's on. If you want to make it off, just off the drive right from here. For example, now it's on. We want to off it for a special uh, department, for example, finance department. All you have to do, choose the finance department and make it unavailable. Just override and the finance department won't be able to see it. Uh, so here we have the share settings. So for now, the files owned by user or shared drives and empty, they cannot be shared outside. So it's obvious we don't want to share our personal files to the outsiders, except if a file is needable to be shared and to the outsiders. So just we will allow right from here, or allow users in empty tech to receive files, so or shared drives outside of empty tech. And everything has been explained here clearly in according to your uh, usage and according to the policy of your company. You can use them and manipulate them. And here most of the options are in business standard, so that's why they are chosen as standard, so we cannot change them as long as we don't uh, subscribe to the Google Workspace Business Standard license. So these are what the flags are in business standards. In here we have the approvals. It's as well on. So here we have the Google Forms that users could use Google Forms and allow users to create and respond to online forms. For example, here it's on. So let me give you a demo. So let's go to one of our users platform. For example, here we have Christina. So here as we transferred from Christina or from Max to Christina, so here is the email, the confirmation email, which says to transfer data for Christine and Thompson to Max. So the data transfer was successful. Okay, so now let's create a form right from here. There is the forms. and I will choose job application. So the responses are not given yet. So just there are the questions. So let's share with the specific people, like we want to share this with Max and with Elena. And the responders, we can choose the responder or editor if they are the responder. So we'll choose the first option. If they want to edit this, then we will choose the second option and add expiration as well. So it expires August 18th. You can manipulate the time as well. Instead of 18th of August, you can choose uh, July 31st and give the time 8 o'clock, then done. So, and share it. So then once everything is done, then right from here, publish it. So you can give a message, please fill the form in order to update your contracts. So publish and notify, and even you can copy the link as well in order to share it with the third party. So it's already shared, and everyone in panel uh, should receive an email. So here is this lady received the email. Christina Thompson published a form. So this is the form that she will fill it and send it back. And if you check the a drive of Christina, here you can find exactly that application right here. So it's in my drive, job application. This is what I told you. So this option should be on. So Google Videos allow users to create and edit videos, pictures, Google App scripts, migrations, see visit who can migrate individual files into shared drives. So this is the way of migration, but it's used in Google Workspace Business Standard license. So that's why we can use only one option, allow editors to move files into shared drives. Just save it. So here as it has given you a notification by default, only file owners can move files from drive to share drive. If selected people in empty tag, okay, if you select the people to edit the file, so you can choose this option. So transfer the ownership. If you want to transfer the ownership of one user to another user, so it's possible. For example, there is a from this user, for example, from Max to Christina, or from Christina to Max, to user Max, and transfer files. The original owner will retain edit access to the files following. So if Christina's file should be transferred to Max, all you have to do just write their email address and transfer files. Okay, ownership of all files will be transferred from Christina to Max. So in future, let's see, Max has gotten an email. So here it says, recently processed a request from Mila Tech to transfer data for Christina Thompson. So, so let's check the ownership. And here, Max, as I have already shown you, Max got the email And if you check the drive of Max, so the job application is right here. It's transferred. Even you have the activity right here to open and fill the job application. So it's only the transfer data from one user to another user. And this is the feature application. And if the users wish to access the offline data to get the application of the drives and docs in offline mode, so this option will be added. But here it's used for the business standard license, so that's why allow users to enable offline access. It's already done. But if you want to have more control, so you can choose this first option. So here, this is really interesting. Allow users to create and upload any files. And if you uncheck this one, so the user won't be able to upload any type of files, because disable will cause users to be unable to upload the sheets, slides, forms, or drawings. So that's why it should be always checked. And the templates, okay. And here we have as well Google Drive for desktops. It has, you can install it in a user's desktop as well, not to come every time to the website and to select the Google Drive right from here, for example. So they will have an icon for the drive in their desktops where they can access their files simply. And something else here is also drive file restoration. You can restore the files uh, for the recovery. So it's already on if a file has been accidentally deleted. So this option should be always on in order to recover the file. And e-signature, you can have a signature as well. Allow users in your organization to request e-signature on files. And this is on, but we can use it only when the license is in business and standards. So this was all about the Drive in Docs. So let's check the Gmail. So now we are in Gmail. The service is on. So the user setting here. So in Gmail, the most important options, which are always under controlling, they are the manage quarantines or safety or setup. So the first one, safety, in order to control the spams. So these options are all on and you can read them. They are easy to configure. And this one is really important, spam phishing and malware. So according to your configuration, you can use them. For example, email allow list. So if you want to enter the IP address for your email allow list, you can enter it right here. So the description is an email allow list is a list of IP addresses from which you want your users to receive emails. So this means that you will enter the IP addresses that your users should receive only emails from those IP addresses. You can write them here and has it explains that if you have multiple IP addresses, you can use between them comma. So it's up to you which options you're going to use. So second option, it's also here enhance malware, use block list and machine learning to identify dangerous links. So you can keep it on to determine the links which are dangerous for your company. And here is the spam. Create approved senders list that bypass the spam folder. So here you can give a list of the users which even their emails will go to the spam. So they shouldn't go to spam. They should be bypassed and would be seen in your inbox. And here is block or approve specific senders. So here you can block the users or you can approve the users, send you the emails, edit the default rejection node. So this is a node, and use existing list or create or edit a new list. So you can edit your own list. Here you can add block lists right here. So no email address or domain added, you can almost add the domain address, the domain or email address is right here to be blocked through your email server, which is Google Workspace. And here the compliance. So let's this is very important. Do not delete email and chat messages automatically, or you can fix a time that after 30 days, the emails which are deleted should be completely deleted from your delete folder, from the trash. And here, that's very important. Append a footer. So you can append a footer right here. For example, you will choose font, you will choose a background color, for example, gray, and font color red. You can write here, thanks for the purchase from our company. The font is okay, but the color should be white. White, green. Let's change it to white because it's more uh, visible. So here you will write the pin footer uh, title. For example, you write sweet message and append to the footer to messages being sent within your organization. So, okay, save, and let's give a try right here. So let's compose. You want to send email to this lady. So thanks. We got the full payment, for example, and send. And let's check. It's used as well here, I think. Yeah. the same email address. So let's check. And here is the footer. Thanks for the purchase from our companies. So sorry, there is an extra D here, mistyped. Um, so this was about the append footer. So let's fix it a little bit faster. Uh, from our company, save. Okay, so here is a restriction with the specific domains, those domains which are restricted that your user shouldn't contact them. So here is a content compliant. I think let's remove this. Let's choose this option for an example, and let's give it a decline. So the inbound, outbound, internal, and internal receiving. So custom objectional word. If, if an employee from inside or a third person tries to send an email where the email has these words, should be declined. For example, sorry, and this one, in hell. So, and you can write many more words here. So what should be the email? The email should be rejected, and customize a rejection note. Please don't write such words in your email. It does not show a good relationship. Just as an example, and the address list. So here the users, and you can choose the groups as well, and only affect specific envelope senders. So you can have specific email addresses which will be affected in future, or the all users. So just save it. Now let's create as well the mm, quarantines. So for now I have hello. Let me delete it, and I would like to show you how to create a quarantine. So just add quarantine, and let's name the quarantine decline. Description: the harsh messages which which do not show a better uh, cooperation. So here you can manage the groups, and as you can see we have two groups. So let's add these two groups. Decline, decline the messages, just short. And let's select the group. So this group and this group, both of them. If you have many groups, you can add them. Send default reject message. Okay, send default reject message, and notify periodically when messages are quarantined. So just save it. So here the decline has been in quarantine configured. So let's see the compliance once again. And let's check the edit. So add words. If the above expression match, do the following, reject message. So everything seems perfect to me. Even you can bypass a list of the addresses here. If you want to bypass, for example, you give a specific domain or addresses, even they write those words, they should be bypassed. So just save it. And let's go to Max. And Max write an email to Christina. In the email on subject, he writes this word and this word. So let's check. Does Christina receive the following message? So just refresh it. Sometimes the Google Workspace take some minutes to take effect, and sometimes the effect will be faster as it's determined. So the message has been blocked. So let's check the moderation. As I told you, this is the time to use the moderation. So just check your quarantine, decline, apply, and denied messages. So let's check. Okay. The content hell. So here the client has been. So here I waited for a couple of seconds to check if Christina gets the email. So here, as you can see, the inbox rejected Christina's Max email, which had the following words. Let me show you, which had these sensitive words. So let's go back to the spam in compliance. So here the message was rejected. So let's change this time the message to be uh, quarantined. So just save it. So now let's try for the quarantine, the same email address. And this time let's write this word as well. So let's check Christina if she receives the email. So as she didn't, so let's check Max if he received a rejection. Well, no. And since the message was quarantined, let's check the moderation as I told you. So here you can see in moderation, so you can change it. This is the time 12:03 p.m., 12:04 p.m. And the message was here L. And if you want to deny it or allow it as an administrator, you can deny or allow it. So just I want to deny it, that Christina shouldn't receive this message. Here you can see. And let's specify it to the decline quarantine. Let's go back to the Gmail. And here we have quarantine. So let's check decline message. And for the following users, everything looks perfect. So let's go back to Gmail and system setting and Gmail setting. Let's go exactly to the compliance. So let's change the quarantine box. So here decline and message, quarantine message. So here it's configured to the default. So let's configure it to the decline and notify the sender when email is quarantined so that the sender should understand as well. Then save. Let's apply it for the third time, this time to this Elena and as well Christina. Well, they are in different groups, but still, we write them these words. Uh, so let's send them, and I'm sure it will be blocked through the policy that we applied. So here, Christina won't receive a message, the message that had sensitive words. No, and she didn't receive it as well. I'm sure she didn't receive it as well. So let's check. No, and Max should receive a message quarantined. Here, as you can see, message quarantined. Your message to Elena was quarantined by policy. So this is what I wanted. And let's check the moderation now. So here is the Gmail. So one was already quarantined. That was 12.4 and this is 12.7. So if you check for the specific classification of quarantine, so just decline and apply, and there should be one. And it's 12.7, 12.8. And let's check the details. So everything is according to the plan. If the inbound message is denied, send the default reject message so as Max received. And the rule was here, quarantined, declined. You can decline it or reject it as well as we reject it. And if you want to allow it, for example, let's allow. So now it's allowed. Now the receiver should receive the emails with the sensitive words. So let's check. So this time the message was declined, but as we allowed it, it takes a couple of minutes till the message synchronized itself and forwarded. So this was about the rejection and decline in quarantine. So the rest is like Google Meet. It's same like the Gmail with different options. You can read them and configure them uh, according to your needs. And one thing more, I have to tell you, in Gmail, I had another option as well here. So it's for the attachment that you can do the attachment. You can decline those attachments with different uh, extensions. It's also same like this. But this was the default routing. Yeah, this option. Uh, Email forwarding using recipient address map. So just configure it. If someone goes for a vacation, so the emails that person will receive should be forwarded to the third party and to the second party. So let's configure it. Vacation, emails, and to forward emails, map original recipient to a new recipient. So let's add. So the address from Elena should be mapped to Daniel, and you can add more. Example, the third person, the fourth person. You can add as many as you wish. So message effect, all incoming messages also route to the original destination, and it looks perfect. Then save it. Now the policy has been applied. So let's try Max. Here we received from the third person as well the quarantine message. So it was from the previous uh, configuration. So let's compose an email to this lady. Appointment. Can you come on Monday to discuss the issues? So just send it. Since she is in vacation, she the email should be received by Daniel because the admin appointed Daniel to receive the email from Elena. So let's check. This is Elena. Copy has been sent, and Daniel should receive the email as well. So here you can see a copy has been sent to uh, Elena as well, and a copy has been sent to Daniel as well. So Can you come on Monday to discuss the issue? Then Daniel will respond to Max. Sorry, she is in vacation, for example. So the following configuration doesn't make sense because if a person gets a vacation, so will write an automatic email. But just as a demo, how to use the forwarding, I used it right here, how it is, but it's up to you how you use it in your company. So just send, and let's check if Max receives the response. Yes, it's from Daniel. So as you can see, we send the email to Elena, but Daniel received the email and responded back to Max. Okay, no problem, send. So this was about the email forwarding and manage address list. You can add address list as well, like this. You can add your email addresses and you can add block list as well here, those email addresses which are blocked uh, from your domain, you can add them here. So this was about the Gmail, and Google Chat is as well like that. And WorkStudio in additional Google services. If you want to add services, for example, you want to add to empty tech or to a special organizational unit, all you have to do choose it. For example, business development, and choose AI Studio and on. Then turn on. The AI Studio will be available for the business development organizational unit. Let's have Data Studio turn on. So it's on. Let's check Max here. So now the Data Studio is not here, but once you refresh it, the Data Studio should be available right here. Well, it takes time. Well, the classroom is right here. So it will be available, but it takes time. Uh, well, let me check. Think let's check on it. Turn on. These changes can take up to 24 hours. So there is an extra message as I told you. Let me show you. For example, the call up. So it says these changes can take up to 24 hours to propagate to all users. So the only option is to wait for it. So no choice. So it was about the additional Google services, web and mobile apps. So this is for the apps. If you want to add an app, just add a private app or from the store. So add a private Android app. And if the Google Play has been configured, you can have all the maps here under this name. So upload private map right here. So this is about the web and mobile apps. And here we have the marketplace as well, as the employees could install the apps from the marketplace. For example, here, move from the Google Workspace. So here you can install the app. For example, save time sending emails. Just install it right here. And it will ask for the credentials, sign into Mail Meteor. So just continue and select all, then continue. So next and done. So it's installed and you can have it right here. So here you can see the Mail Meteor is on and you can configure it according to your choice. So let's go back to the admin center, and this is for AI, Gemini app, as you can activate all the configurations right from here, the sharing. It's for the enterprise and Gemini in Workspace. As the calendar is on, Drive is on, everything is on. So let's try Gemini in one of my client's computer. So this is the one. And you can ask your questions. And you can have the Google Gemini platform right from here. For example, chat with Gemini, use Gemini. So it's up to you how to use the AI. Right from here, you can ask your questions. You can put voice here. And yeah. So here is as well the studio that you can use. And you can control the studio right from here as well. The app is right here. Let me show you. Right here, Workspace Studio, where you can touch all the settings. And here you can see the templates, for example, and notify me about emails from key people, for example, from one of your specific emails, example from this lady has the words, uh, for example, uh, a sensitive word, and for example, doesn't have a word, or to limit emails sent to your email address or group or another recipient. So let me have my own email address right here. and label and everything. So turn on, okay, and even you test a run if you want to test it. What will happen when I get an email received? So just I'll write here email received. For example, here are many other options that you can choose. Email received, or this one, notify me about emails from the key people. Start. So it's now the flow ran successfully to check the results. So let's try it. So she will send an email to Max. So now notification is active. Review. So let's check. The email hasn't been received so far because we had a policy as well, so that's why it goes directly to the moderation. So here, this is because of this setup, we didn't receive the email there. So let's delete this setup. It's right here in compliance. So let's delete it from here, proceed. Okay. So now everything is done. Let's check. So notify me from key people. The key people has been, let me turn it on once again. So here we have the notification. Notify me. You got an email from no reply. So this is the email from no reply. This was for the test email. So let's try it once again. Let's use the same sensitive words, for example, because this was the word that we pinpointed here. So here the message has been sent. So there you go. Notify mobile emails from the keywords. So here the end, we have another message here. So let's reply it. You got an email from Elena. Remember, remember to review and respond back quickly. Email serves as a confirmation of send received. So here we have all the notification and the first notification and second notification. So the email has been is right in my inbox, but the notification, the flow has already informed us that we did receive an email from this lady with the word, these words. So this was about the studio, and if you want to have more information about the studio, all you have to do just touch uh, the settings right from here and specific emails. In here you can have lots of options when someone joins a space or when I got a chat message. So what should be done by conversation type from specific sender, then it's very easy. So let's go back to my admin center. This is the security. You can check the security of the uh, especially the admin center, and for example escape passwords. You can allow users to access their email addresses without password, so you can turn it on right here, but the off is better. And here is the password management, and for now the password length is 8 and maximum is 100. You can change it to 10 and the maximum 100. And here you can allow password reuse. If a user use one password and for the next time wishes to use the same password, uh, now they are not allowed to do that, but if you allow them, you can allow them right from here. And you can enforce password policy as next sign in. So this is up to you if you want them to change their passwords. If they are less than 10, then they will be given an option to change their password. So the important is two-step verification here, and two-step verification is very important. And if you want the users to verify themselves with two-step verification, you can turn it right from here or when with a specific date. And new user enrollment, allow new users sometime to enroll before enforcement, none, because every user is uh, forced to comply with the policy and procedure and uh, restriction of the company. So just save it and activate two-step verification. So here even the admin should use the two-step verification. Next, so here add a passkey or add authenticator or phone number. So this is called the two-step verification, where you force the employees to use two-step verification. It starts from the admin console. For example, add authenticator app. So this is the authenticator. You can install it in your handy and just set up authenticator right here. This is up to you how to use two-step authenticator. So let me go back to my policy. In account recovery, you can recover the accounts as well if someone uh, forgets the password or doesn't remember how to enter their email address. So you can recover their email address and password rights from here. Allow super admins to recover their accounts. But for now, you have the admin has the full accessibility and full access to the platform to recover the employee's email address and password. Advanced protection program. So this is for the enrollment. Allow users to enroll in the advanced protection program. It's already enabled. And login challenges. So here are some login challenges that you can read them, and passwordless, as I told you, without password, the users can access their email addresses. For example, let's choose allow users to escape their password and authenticate with a passkey. Users won't have the option, so instead of the password, you can have passkey to access their email addresses, but it's important to activate the two-step verification in a real environment because it will give one step more security. That's why always remember to activate the two-step verification. So reporting is very important that you get all the reports, for example, the app reports, the account, uh, for example, just a minute, two-step verification enrollment and enforcement has been, we just turn it on, but we didn't configure it. So here you'll receive all the reports from it, the Gmail, what we exactly did, email sent, email received, and inbound email spams. For example, you will get all the information in reporting, classroom drive, voice, everything. User report, for example, accounts, you will check the reports of the employees. For example, none of the employees are enrolled in two-step verification. So as you can see, not enrolled, not enrolled, not enrolled. So here's the filtering, everything. Okay. So in this part, I would like to show you how a user could create a group. So whenever a user creates a group, always um, the user opens the group right from here and here create group. Then I'll write the name of the group, for example, marketing project. And this is, or I will just write it marketing, simple. And this is the email for the marketing. And here is a description. This is the marketing group for the employees who goes door to door. So just next. And here you can create privacy. Anyone at the organization can join this group, or only invited users could join this group. So just we will choose invited users, and who can view conversation. So here the entire organization, if you want to check the group members, so you will check the second option from the right side. Who can post entire organization, you will choose group members only. and who can view the members. So you can choose as well the group members only or group managers, whatever you want to choose according to your configuration. Next, then let's add group members here. If you want to add now, you can add as well the group members, the managers, and the group owner is himself Max, and you're a group owner by default. So here you'll write here a welcome message. Welcome to the group of marketing. And for the subscription, we will choose each email and create group. So go to group. Here is our group. And here is as well a notification that the group has been created. So let's open this group, come to the groups, and here you can see that there is a marketing group. So this is how a group is created. So let's add some members right from here. For example, I want to add Elena and as well the Christina, as well John. So if you try to choose a group manager from the list, for example, this lady, it won't be possible because she is a member of this group. So we have to choose someone who is not a member of this group as the manager. So Daniel is not a group member. Here we employed Daniel as a group manager. So the group owner is himself Max. And here the welcome message is already there, then add members. So okay, got it. An error occurred. One email address you entered is already associated. So okay, Max is the owner. So let's check one of our employees. So let's check Christina. And let's check once the group. As we didn't send a welcome message, so that's why the message is not available there. So as you can see, here is marketing, and the marketing has got members. So these are the members. Let's have a conversation. The new brochure, for example. So the new brochure for the new customers. Please send your idea, for example, then post. So this lady has posted, and the approval is right here. So since Max is the owner, so let's check Max. And here Max will open the conversation. And here you can see that please send your idea, and Max will write the answer. Here is my design, then post. So once he posts, here Christina will receive the message and will open. Here is my design. And Christina can approve this as well. So Christina will see the design. If it's approvable, then we'll send the approval. And if you want to ban a user, all you have to do just come here and ban users. For example, let's ban Elena for now. So here she's banned from the group. So let's check her group. So here she received two messages. Please send your idea. So here is the design, everything. So if she tries to access the groups, in here for her, there is no group under the name of the marketing. But she still could see the marketing. If she tries to open the marketing, so here you don't have permission to access this content because the user is banned in order to access the group. So how we delete the group? Here you will open the gear icon. So here you can change the name of the group, the message for the group, the welcome message. And here I will show you what's collaborative inbox and who can join, invited users. So all the way at the bottom of the page here is an option. It's called delete group. So just press this and OK. Now here the group has been deleted. So if the other users try to access this group, they won't be able to access this group. For example, let's check John. So there is no marketing group. If you check all groups, so all groups are here except marketing. So if you want to apply a restriction on the users that none of the users could create a group, all you have to do, come to the admin console. So just right here, groups. Group is under the Google Workspace apps. So here is groups, and you will choose here the first option, sharing option. So first, no one outside your organization can view or search for your groups. So all the members of the organizations who are inside of the company could have access to the group and could see the group. If you want to make it public, so you'll choose the first option, otherwise private. Create groups. Only organization admins can create group. If you choose the first option, then no one except the organization admins can create group. Let's save it. Let's go back to the user platform, for example, Max. If Max tries to create a group right from here, he won't be able to create a group. So here you can see you don't have permission to create a group for this domain. So he can see only the groups and he can just send a giant group right from here. So this is how you change the creation of the group. And if you choose the second option, anyone in the organization can create groups, so anyone, it's obvious. The second option, anyone could create a group and just share to the group. And the third option, anyone on the internet can create a group. So if you choose this one, so anyone could create a group, allow groups owners to add external members. If you choose this one, then it's obvious that could add the external members. So here is the default permission to view conversation, owners only, owners and managers, all group members, all organization users. If you choose all group members, then only the group members could see the conversation. But if you choose this option, all organization users, even from the other departments, could be able to view the conversation. So for now, we will choose this one, then save. So let's go back to the setting. In this one, here you can enter a suffix, apply this suffix to all group names in your organization. So just you'll write a suffix, for example, doctor, and beside each name, there will be dr. So this one, the last setting, adding groups to space in chat. So it's anyone in an organization can add groups to spaces. So it's okay. And if you want to choose only group owners and managers can add groups to the space, so you choose the second option and save. So let's create a suffix. We'll come here, and this time I will um, write something like this, a suffix uh, team, and save. So let's create a group right from here and create group. So let's refresh it and let's create. And here you can see there is a suffix team. So let's say our group name is technology, and there is a technology dash team at milo.live. So let's give the description of the group, best technology, and next. So as everyone will be invited. And if you want to allow external members to join, so just you'll give permission right from here. Next. And you will have group members. So I will choose two, and I will add a group manager, who is Daniel, and let's give a welcome message. Hello guys, welcome to my group. So the subscription is email and create. Go to group. So as you can see that my group has got technology dash team at milo.live. So here the notification has been sent to everyone. So let's check one of the users. For example, Christina. So let's check the group. And there is technology, and it has got 4 members. So everything is perfect. So here there is an option as well for the external, that the externals will be able to send a request as well. And everything seems perfect. So guys, in this portion of the video, I want to show you how the collaborative inbox works. So before applying this option, let's create a group. Uh, so here, directory, then groups. Let's create a group. In here, I want to name it business development group, and group email is BD. Here we write a group description. We develop the company to the highest level, and the group owner is Max. And here I want to turn on the security. You might consider, why do we turn on the security? So if I give you a short description, as an administrator, in order to control the access of sensitive information and resources, you can give a tag or a label to the group and turn on this option to secure the data. So just next, in here we have the access type, as you already know and have enough information about. Turning these points, if you read all the access settings, you can understand for the group owners, for the group managers, members, entire organization. For example, who can view members? I don't want to let the entire organization to check the members. So just turn it off. The rest of the organization's member could not be able to check the members of this group. So create group, and it's done. And the group is right here, business development group. So let's go to the Max account. So here is Max, and let's open the group. And here we have got the business development group. So let's add some members from here as well. Group members. I want to choose Christina and this lady. And the group manager, I want to employ John, and the group owner is as well Max, and a welcome message, welcome guys to the group, and the subscription is through emails and add members, and done. So okay, got it. And an error occurred. First email address you entered is already associated, so Max was already the owner of this group, so it's not a big deal. He is down. So let's open another account from the group members here. For example, Christina. And let's refresh John as well. So let's access the group. As you can see, the BD department is created, and here we have the BD department. So Christina can check the members in this group. So here you go. And you can see that all the members are active here and they are allowed to post. And each of them has the email subscription. And let's create a post. New conversation. So let's give a subject, welcome. I want everyone to work on the project of the 24-kilometer road. So just post message. In here, if you check, Christina has received an email that Max here wrote, I want everyone to work on the project of the 24-kilometer road. So here John received as well as the group manager. So they can check the groups as well. So here Max or John will reply to the group, reply, thanks, the work is in process. So it's done. And here Christina has well received the conversation, including John. But for now, we cannot assign the other members of the group. For example, so if I give you a brief description without a collaborative inbox, a normal Google group works much more simply using, for example, we have got 3 members here. If a customer sends an email to the dd at milad.live, so if Elena, Christina, and John all receives the email in their inbox, that's obvious. So here, as you can see that John has received the email, and here is John, sorry. John received the email and Christina as well received the email. But the point is, if John responds the email, well, definitely Christina will receive the email as well, but she does not understand if John completed the work. Without a collaborative inbox, if a customer, for example, anyone from inside or outside, sends an email to the ed at milad.live, so these 3 members definitely receive the email. So at a point, one of the member, for example, Christina, replies to the customer. When Christina replies to the customer, John and Elena do not understand if the work is completed or not. They do not get enough information if the work is assigned to another employee in a group. So that's why we have to use the collaborative inbox. With the collaborative inbox, how it works. For example, a customer sends an email to the collaborative inbox. All group members can see the email. Team members can assign the conversation to themselves or assign another member in the group, or mark it as resolved when the issue is finished, or label conversation example urgent or it's technical, and reply to the sender from the group email address depending on the group setting. So let's configure the collaborative inbox. So for now, if you check the group, there is no options here. So let's bring those options. We'll come to the setting, group setting, and right here there is an option, it's called collaborative inbox. But for now, if you check the conversation, there are no options, extra options here. But once we check the collaborative options, you can see extra options right here as assign and assign to me or adding another users. So just save change and okay. Now, if you check the conversation and open the conversation here, you can see we have six more options. The first one, assigned to me. If Max takes the responsibility of completing the work, so he will assign to himself. If he wants to assign to someone else, a member of the group, so he can assign it to another member of the group. For example, this portion of the work, Max decides to complete the first portion of the proposal. So assign to me, it's assigned, and Max replies to the customer, for example, from Max to BD, or if you have another customer, you can add it as well here. Well, right, that okay, I completed the technical proposal. So post message. In here, if we check Christina, Christina received an email as well from Max. Right here, I completed the technical proposal. But if she sees the group, she can find that, well, let me check. So she can find that it's assigned to Max. Now, Max has the responsibility to complete this portion of the work. So she assigns herself as well. She assigned the work and she says, reply to all group. So she writes that I have also completed the bills bill of quantity, and she posts a message. So here you can see that with the credentials of John. So here John sees that assigned to Christina Thompson. So Christina wrote, I have also completed the bill of quantity. So Christina assigned now John to complete the management proposal. So from here, assign someone else. So we'll assign John and add a note. Please complete the management proposal faster. Done. So here, assigned to John. John has been assigned for the rest of the project. So John will open the email and open the group. So here it says assigned to me by Christina. So Christina assigned this guy, John, to complete the management proposal. So Christina will write extra a note. John, please complete the management proposal. So as John is assigned to this group, John will definitely receive an email. So it says, John, please complete the management proposal. And John sees the message as well in conversation and will definitely find himself that assigned to me by Christina Thompson. So John, please complete. So what will John do? John will complete the assignment and mark it as complete. Writes, hi, the management proposal has been completed, and sent to you. Post. And here, Christina receives the email which says, hi, the management proposal has been completed and sent to you. So here is the completion, marked as completed by John, and mark as duplicate. You can mark it as duplicate as well. So here, what will Max do? Max receives all the messages, and Max will say that no action needed, or will give a message to uh, John, please pack the proposal and send it to the client. Post. So John will receive this email right from here. So here is a message for John. John, please pack the proposal and send it to the client. And what will John do? John will say, okay, I finished the work, so no action needed. So here we have the mark as completed by me and no action needed. In here, Max receives the messages and we'll see that here assigned to John, and John said that no action needed because the proposal has already been sent to the client. So this is the process of the collaborative inbox. So in this portion of the video, let's create a shared inbox. It's right here in homepage. So just set up a shared inbox and let's give the example here. The examples are info, sales, or support. So I want to give technical, SAP. So next, and here you can add the users or create new users. So I want to add my previous users like Christina. So here you can, as you can see, you can add 25 users for this technical SAP at Mila.live for the shared inbox. So let me add another user as well, Daniel as well. So for this demo, 2 users are enough. And next, and done. After completing the process, you can see that the Daniel and Christina. Let's log in with Christina credentials. Christina at milad.life. And here you can, and here she enters her password. So here she got an email from the server, and here it says that you have been given delegate access to a Gmail account. So by creating a shared inbox, the user will be delegated to an inbox. And how can you access the inbox? Right from here. When you go down, so here you can see that a delegated email inbox has been assigned to this user. So just open it. For now, it's a temporary error and it will be resolved. So let's open this account. Add another account. So let's add technical sub at reload.live. Next. So here it asks for the password. So let's uh, change the password right from here. User. So here reset the password. Create a password. Just reset it. Done. Let's check. So here, as you can see, we have access to the technical sub. And we have changed the password as well. Right from here. So here it already announced us. Let me show you. So here, two users now have delegated access to your account. So this is a notice. Just reload. And review settings. You can review the settings right from here. As you can see that Christina and Daniel have the delegated account, and you can add more accounts right from here. So let's try this time. If she could access the delegated accounts, still not. So let's add one more user right here. Let's add this time the lady. Next. And send email to grant access. Okay. So let's check. So Daniel has already gotten the delegation process. So here you can see technical sub to accept the request. Okay. And please confirm. So it's confirmed. And let's check this time with her credentials. Still not possible. Try again. Yeah. This time it's possible, I think. Let's see. Yep. This time it's possible. Okay, right here you can see that there is a sign here T, and if Max sends an email, let's compose an email to technical sub. Hello, hello. Let's send. Let's check the email address for Elena. Let's refresh it. And here, as you can see that the technical group received an email. Hello. And as you can see, this is her email and this is her delegated email. So she can receive in both emails. Let's check this time, this email address. Got you. Send. So let's refresh it right from here. This is her email address. So here, Max sent an email address, got you. And there is the shared inbox. If Max wants to send an email to both inboxes, so such as like this, and the technical sub received the email, thanks, send. In here we could get the email in both accounts. So let's check. For example, here receive the email, and if she checks the delegated email, there as well an email from the user. So here, all the information. So guys, it was all about the Google Workspace. I hope you learned something from this long video. And if you have any questions, please leave your questions in the comment section of this video below. And have a wonderful time. Bye bye.